Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got very awesome stuff to check out. There's new zombie support. We got a dragon zombie card over here, and then on top of that we got new reptile support, which is awesome because that deck definitely did need it. We got an insane card for anyone that's really interested in the number exceeds monsters, and on top of that get the effect of that monster they've been really hyping up that's supposed to be, I guess, like blue eye support, but I don't even know the effect of it yet. And then there's going to be like basically a new zombie fusion called Ghost Fusion. But anyways, let's go and kick it off with the first card, which is actually called Black Mamba. So here's a reptile support. So it's a level 3 dark reptile effect monster with 1300 attack, 1000 defense points. It says you can only spell someone with the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. So the first part of the effect is if you control a reptile monster, you can spell summon this card from your hand. The second part is if this card is normal or spell summon, you can target one monster your opponent controls, send one reptile monster from the deck to the graveyard. If you do, change the targeted monster's battle position. If it only negated the effect too, then we'd be looking at something a little bit better, but at least it does still dump for the facilitation of later plays. Next up, we have Bonus, the Avatar of Malice. This is a level 5 dark reptile effect monster with 2000 attack and 800 defense points. And its effect reads, you can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part of the effect is you contribute one reptile monster to special summon this card from your hand. The second part is all monsters your opponent controls lose 300 attack and defense. Third part is you contribute one monster. All face-up monsters your opponent currently controls lose attack / defense equal to the tribute monster's original attack and defense until the end of this turn. Okay. Now it says just one monster, so I'm guessing if you did something where you contribute your opponent's monster, that could be kind of cool. But I really feel like the effect would need to be a quick effect in order to be actually really good. This isn't actually the newer reptile support. That's all about like manipulating like the graveyard. I think this is supposed to be like the Venom support, which is really old and like it's way outdated, and this stuff is still way outdated. Just to change like attack and defense is too old. But hold on, let's see if there's anything else here. We have Lamia, which is a level 4 dark reptile effect monster with 1300 attack, 1500 defense points. It says you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part is if this card is normal or special summon, you get to add one level 8 reptile monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, that's an awesome effect. The second part is if this card becomes banished, you can target one reptile monster you control. It can't be destroyed by card effects until the end of the next turn. I guess you can allure it and get that effect to be really easy. In fact, these are all dark. Okay. And then next up, let's see if this is more reptile support. So this is Venomous Snake's Grudge, or Biz Viper's Grudge. Okay, so it's a continuous trap card that says you can only use the second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part of the effect is non-reptile monsters you control cannot attack or activate their effects. Oh, okay. Second part is a face-up reptile monsters you control is destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard. You can support some one level 4 or lower reptile monster from your deck. Okay, that's much better now. Third part of the effect is if this card in the spell and trap zone is destroyed, you can return all of your banished reptile monsters to the graveyard. Okay, so this almost reminds me of like the Evil Snake Anada archetype-ish. That card's like actually not too bad, but even like this it's a trap card. It's too slow. I think that it might be a little bit too slow, but I'm curious to know what you guys think. This looks like that's all the reptile support. I feel like that was kind of lackluster, but we got new zombie support and other things to check out. So the next card is, I think this is like the actual, I think this is the literal oral translation. This is probably the name we're going with. So this is Ghost Lancer, the Underworld Spearman, because yeah, they can't have this word. Too edgy for Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, we couldn't even have like bellies showing. Too hot. Anyways, level 5 dark zombie effect monster. Dark zombie effect. Okay. Anyways, level 5, and it's got 2000 attack, and its first effect is if only your opponent controls a monster, you can spell summon this card from your hand. The second part is it cannot be destroyed by battle, except with a monster special summon from the extra deck. The third part of the effect, if it attacks a defense position monster, you can inflict piercing battle damage. Okay. I think at the end of the day, it's just like a Cyber Dragon-ish, but like with 100 less attack. Next up though, we have the Ghost Sleeper, the Underworld Sleep. Oh, we got a Sleeping Beauty card. Is this okay? It's a level 3 Dark Zombie effect monster with 1300 attack and 0 defense points. And it says you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part of the effect is if this card is sent to the graveyard, you get to add 1 Ghost Fusion from your deck to your hand. The second part is during your main phase, except for the turn when this card was sent to the graveyard, you could banish this card from the graveyard, discard 1 card, then target one of your banished level 4 or higher zombie monsters and add it to your hand. I mean, that's really good. Awesome effect, specifically for Ghost Fusion, because Ghost Fusion is absolutely amazing. You guys will see some awesome combos with it once we go over the effect of it. Next up, we have Ghost Wyvern, the Underworld Dragon. So it's a level 4 Dark Zombie effect monster with 1700 attack and 0 defense points. And it says you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part of it is this card is normal or special summon. You get to add 1 Ghost Fusion for your deck to your hand. The second part is during the end phase, if this card was banished this turn, you can take 1 level 2 or lower zombie tuner from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. So that has awesome potential because you're going to be banishing a lot of your cards. Okay, next up we have the Ghost Fusion, which makes everything possible. So this is a normal spell card that says you can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. The first part of the effect is fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extract using monsters you control as fusion material. Only zombie monsters can be used as fusion material for this effect. If your life points are lower than your opponent's, you can also banish a zombie monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard as material, which everyone's gonna be selecting the deck, right? But getting those other effects over here, we get to just take a zombie tuner, let that searches it out. That's where it becomes very, very powerful. Or you can get the other effect where you can target one of them and then add it to your hand, as long as, of course, it's sent to the graveyard, and then you get to banish it. So I think that is some potential over there. I'm not sure what people are going to be making off the top of my head. I was going to open up YuGiooh Pro, but this video would be way too long because there's so many things that we can maybe make. But remember, all of them have to be zombies, but you can just zombie world anyways. Next up that we have the Numbers Avail, normal spell card that says, if only your opponent controls a monster, special summon from the extra deck, which that's not too hard, right? Choose 4 number exceeds monsters with different ranks in your extra deck. Add the numbers in all of their names together and special summon 1 number exceeds a monster from your extra deck with a number in its name equal to the result. And if you do, attach all the chosen monsters to it as material. But you cannot special summon monsters while you control it, except for number exceeds monsters is treated as exceeds summon. So I think this is pretty cool, and I'm thinking you just add like your monsters, because like I'm not sure if like we have, because sometimes when we get these early translations, but I'm hoping that we get to attach the opponent's monster. But I'm thinking it might be your own, because if it is attaching all of your opponent's monsters to it as material, that's pretty good. But I think it's the numbers that you add them together. But someone could clarify, that'd be awesome, because otherwise I would definitely actually try to make something with this. Next up though, we have the Reincarnation of the 7 Emperors. So this is a normal trap card that says if you exceed monster that is a number monster with a number between 101 and 107 in its name, or has such a monster as material battles during damage calculation, banish it and any material attached to it. Also during the end phase of this turn, you can activate this card to special summon 1 rank 3 or lower exceed monster from your extra deck except for a number monster, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original rank. Okay, wait, what? It's original. Oh, original attack. Okay, never mind, not rank. Because I was like, what do you do? 3 damage? 5 damage? Like, okay, so it's original attack. I mean, maybe you could do some really cool. Can you do anything with weird burn? But it is a 3 or lower. I think like 3k off the top of my head. I think it might be like the most you could maybe pull up with it. Or what was Acid Was it 2k attack on Acid? I just remember Acid had a decent amount of attack, but nonetheless, let's go and check out the next card. This is Rebirth of the 7 Emperors. So it's a normal trap card that says tribute all exceed monsters, then target one of your banished exceeds monsters, special summon it. Then you can attach number exceeds monsters with numbers between 101 and 107 in their names that are banished and or in your graveyard up to the number of monsters tributed +1 to it as material. During the end phase of the turn you activate this card, each player takes 300 damage for each card in their hand. Okay. Some of these effects are just like way too complex. Adding the numbers, I mean, we already have trouble calculating life points. Alright, anyways, exceeds a Bento, normal trap card. If a monster or monsters your opponent controls is destroyed by a battle or sent to the graveyard, targeting exceed monster you control, attach 1 monster from your opponent's graveyard 2 Asmonir. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then the second part is you can banish this card from your graveyard to target one monster plus one from the extra and change its battle position. I wish it would just like flip the monster face down. I mean, I guess battle position, yeah, it's almost the same in some circumstances, but at least face down basically is forced to lose out on its effect. Next up, this is the card that they've been hyping up. So this is the Vjump promo, so we don't know when we're getting this in TCG, but this is Yakuza Ikazuchi no Kami, which is a light worm effect. Level 8, 2000 attack and 2000 defense points, and it says you can only use a second effect of this card's name once per turn. So the first part of the effect is you can special summon this card from your hand by banishing one level/rank 8 monster from your graveyard. Okay, relatively easy for a Blue Eyes deck. And the second part is you can target one level/rank 8 ritual, fusion, synchro, or Xyz monster in your graveyard. Shuffle it into the deck, then apply the effect based on what type of monster it was. So if it's ritual or a fusion, you get to draw one. The synchro or Xyz, it gains 1,000 attack, so it's 3,000. I mean, the summon condition isn't that bad, but then it lets you go, basically, if you want to do like a rank 8 deck, maybe this could be an option. I think that the better option is the Ritual Fusion to draw the card at the end of the day, because more likely, if you're going for like spam level 8s, is that what, Galaxy? Is this what this is supposed to be? That's what I'm looking at. It's Galaxy / Blue Eyes, kind of. I don't know if I would consider this card really insane. Do you guys think this card is insane? They hyped it up 2 different times. First, it was just like revealing it. Then they're like, okay, it's going to work with like Blue Eyes, is what one of the posts said. I think it's a little bit lackluster. I mean, maybe if it was draw 2 cards, or I could gain like 10,000 attack, or something like at least maybe even 3,000 attack would have been like enough to make, okay, he's got 5k attack. There's a reason to run this, because you gotta have something to banish, and then you gotta target one and then shuffle it back into the decks. So that's already 2 monsters that you have to put back that are a level/rank 8, or then they gotta have like all these conditions. I don't know if I would consider this as like a really hype card, but maybe there's a really cool combo. Someone let me know down below in the comment section below if there is any. But anyways, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the video as far as the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards go. Let me know your guys' thoughts on any of them down below. But if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new here, hit subscribe, turn the bell if you want to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh videos in the future going over the new cards, so you guys don't miss out on them. But anyways, take care, I'll catch you in the next vid. Peace!